Hello everybody, my name is Adrian and today I'm going to present you a load box. It's a Red 7 Amp Central from Red 7 Amplification. Let's get into it. Now let's talk about the Red 7 Amp Central from Red 7 Amplification. We'll start with the quality. It's a solid box, it's made of metal. I like the combination of colors, black with white letters. Also the red coloring is a nice touch. Here are the dimensions of the box. The weight is 2.55 kilograms on my bathroom scale, and I would say it feels pretty light. Okay, so let's turn our attention to the front of the load box. It has some nice buttons here. I mean, the plastic seems rubberized. They are definitely nice when you touch them. We can also see a 6.3mm headphone output. It's a TRS jack output. I really appreciate this. The standard for sound cards is the TRS jack output. I don't see the point why some of the companies insist on putting 3.5mm jacks on a load box. The headphone output sounds really nice, and the Amp Central comes with an audiophile grade headphone amplifier which can power low impedance headphones. I've got a set of 250 ohms headphones and they sound fantastic with the Amp Central headphone output. This was made possible by changing the power of the load box to a 24-volt power supply which is shipped along with the unit. We also have an auxiliary in. This is useful when playing at home. You can hook up your phone, tablet and play along with the backing track, for example, and you don't need to open the computer to play the backing track on it. You can also use this feature live if you don't have a band or you're just an awesome guitar player doing his guitar clinic. Next we have two switches here. One is for resistive reactive. I always use the reactive position, and the other switch is for the EQ. You can have it set for flat or cut. This only works when using main outputs, both XLR and jack outputs, and it does not work on line output. In flat position you have the most possible flat sound from the DAC to main outs. In the cut position you have a gentle low-pass filter set around 10 kHz. We can also see three knobs. One controls the headphone output, the other the input of the guitar, and this one here is the knob for the switches for the cabinets. You can load up to 16 cabinets in 4 banks. The red LED indicates the bank and blue one the cabinet. Which brings us to the back of the unit. Here you get 2 XLR balanced outputs and 2 jack outputs also balanced. You have a ground lift button here and an FX loop, the input from the amp and the output to a speaker, in case you want your signal to get through a cabinet too. And the last but not the least, the line output, which features a very handy volume pot. And that's all, folks. Are there any negative sides? I don't like the fact that you can only load IRs in the 48 kHz format. I have recently come across some IRs which are only in the 44.1 kHz format, and I do like them a lot, and I wish I could upload them in the unit. Other than that, I wish this was an attenuator too, but I do understand that what was the main idea here, so maybe in the near future the guys from the Red 7 Amplification will think about building an attenuator too. So what are my final thoughts? Since using the Red 7 Amp Central, my life has improved a lot. My relationships are better now with the neighbors. I can play at any time of the day when inspiration strikes, and I definitely don't have to worry about microphones. Alright, but these things could be achieved with any other load box, right? About a decade ago you did not have too many options. You basically had resistive loads with built-in cabinet simulators. Nowadays you get reactive loads with the possibility to load your favorite IRs, and the competition is pretty fierce in this price bracket. You can get a torpedo for less or a Shure reactive load for more, both with the same built-in IR loader. So why would you buy the Red 7 or the others? Well, we guitarists spend a lot on gear. We always want the best, but this translates to getting gear based on other people's ears and experience. So I'm not going to tell you that this is the one to get, but I can give you my opinion. I also own the Shure reactive load, and now I have a very good attenuator with the line output. A Red 7 Amp Central sounds fat and clear. It is also really responsive, and if you have good IRs, it is impossible to differentiate it from a real cabinet. And here comes the most important part. No matter how much gear you have, if you don't feel inspired to play, I think that gear is useless. Well, this is where the Red 7 Amplification scores big. It is a device that makes me want to grab my guitar and play through all my amps all day long. It is a device that sits naturally in the gear chain and inspires me to create new riffs every day. Big thanks to Luca, one of the guys from Red 7 Amplification. Good luck with the business, and to all my viewers, thank you for watching.